Hello students, so today I am going to tell you how to write introduction to your writing task 2 for your IELTS essay. So all of us know that it's very important to write an effective introduction to your writing task 2, that is essay. Because it is something that it introduces your ideas or your topic to the examiner, to the question which is asked in the exam. So there are certain things that you must always keep in mind in order to avoid the mistakes. And how can you write an effective introduction? Let us just start without wasting any time. First of all, let us see this particular slide. The common mistakes which generally students tend to make. We have this question. Some people think keeping pet is good for children, while others think that it is dangerous and unhealthy. Which opinion you agree with? And give both sides with example. So here the question is asking your opinion with example, and the statement is also mentioned. What is written below is exactly what a student wrote in his notebook. According to some people, keeping pet is good for children, while some say that it is dangerous and unhealthy. I will discuss in detail in the coming paragraph. So, what is wrong with this particular introduction? One thing that should be very clear before you sit for your writing task too, that is, IELTS want to test your writing skills. It is not at all interested to know that how well you copy the question. If you are going to copy the question, how are they going to test your writing skills? So it is essential that you do not copy the statement. Then how should you be doing it? How should you be writing it? Let us discuss it. Before exactly telling you what you should be doing uh, in order to write your writing task 2, let's see what is the mistake here in this particular answer. One thing, if you are going to just copy the statement, it would be counted negatively. So these words will not be counted while counting the words word limit, which is 250 for the writing task 2. Second thing is there is no paraphrasing. What is paraphrasing? We will be discussing it since it has been copied. So there is no change of the language, we can say. Explicit thesis statement, we don't know. The writer has just written it very explicitly that what the examiner is going to find in the essay, it's unclear. So I don't consider this to be a very good introduction to the writing task too. Hence, I reject such kind of introductions. So that's your format for writing the introduction. General statement followed by background statement and a thesis statement. What are these things? Let's learn. Okay, so the question for you was related to pets. That's unhygienic or unhealthy for certain people. Some say that's good. So the topic of the essay we have to identify. In IELTS, we have different kinds of topics. Certain questions are from health, certain are from technology, certain can be from the pet. Okay, so we need to identify that this question falls under which category. So reading the question, we get to know the question is from the topic pet. So the general statement, that is the introductory statements to the essay, would be pet ownership has become common in recent years, and many children are fond of spending time with their loyal companions like dogs and cats. I have introduced my topic in the general statement. The another way of saying keeping pets in many families is growing in popularity. Yet another way of saying pets have become far more familiar in mankind community than ever before. So, out of three ways, and even you can include your own ways of introducing your topic in the writing task while giving the general statement. It should be very effective and easily understood. Now moving ahead, what we have. Moving ahead, we have second most important thing which needs to be done is paraphrasing. One thing, let me tell you what is paraphrasing. Paraphrasing is actually changing the language by changing the words, okay, or by changing the sentence structure. So in this particular, let us first of all discuss a little bit about paraphrasing. So while you are changing the language of your statement, it should be of the same length as the original tense. So paraphrasing should be of the same length. Paraphrases use entirely distinct words from the original words. So you should be using synonyms, different words, not repeating the words which are given in the question. And the meaning of the text should not be changed. The tone should be as given in the statement. So these are the three things that you must always keep in mind before writing the paraphrasing statement. Then moving ahead, we have the last one, thesis statement, which is very, very important. Okay, so before moving to the thesis statement, we have certain statements, background statements. So the one which is written in black, it was given in the question. Now what we have to do, we have to change its language, we have to paraphrase. See how I have paraphrased it. Some people think keeping pet is good for children, while a lot of individuals believe that it has positive impact on a child's behavior. Others argue that it is unhealthy and they may spread dangerous diseases. I have paraphrased this one, while others think that it is dangerous and unhealthy. I have not repeated the word, I have not repeated the sentence. I have shown the examiner that yes, I can change the language. Also, I am introducing question. Another way is a vast section of society is of the opinion that this is beneficial for kids while few disagree, quoting the unhygienic parallel surrounding this trend. So this is just another way of writing the background statement. So students, till now we have learned about the general statement, we have learned about the background statement. Now comes third and the most important thing, which is a thesis statement. For example, what is thesis statement? For example, a question asks you which opinion you agree with and give both sides and with example. Okay, so thesis statement is the answer to this question. Task response would be tested through thesis statement, and it needs to be very clear. All right. For example, how are you going to respond to the task? The question had asked which opinion you agree with and give both sides with example. So my statement reads as this statement will discuss both points of view and agree with the idea that having pet is beneficial for young ones. So in this statement, I make it very, very, very clear that I am agreeing with this statement. Another way is, in this essay, I shall argue that such dangers are overemphasized and that children receive several psychological benefits through having pets. These are just two ways of writing the thesis statement that yes, I agree with this, but making it very clear what I am agreeing with, that is essential. All right. Then let's move to the next part. So see, this is how I have introduced my topic to IELTS. My introduction. It reads as, first of all, I have written the general statement. Pet ownership has become common in recent years, and many children are fond of spending time with their loyal companions like dogs and cats. Background statement. Some people think keeping pet is good for children, while others think that it is dangerous and unhealthy. Thesis statement. This essay will discuss both points of view and agree with the idea that having a pet is beneficial for young ones. So when I read it, it's very clear what is the topic about, what was the argument, and what am I going to find in the essay. Another way of writing the same thing, keeping pets in family is growing in popularity while a lot of individuals believe that this has a positive impact on child's behavior. Others argue that it is unhealthy and this may spread dangerous diseases. In this essay, I shall argue that such dangers are overemphasized and that children receive several psychological benefits through having pets. So here I have made it again very clear what is the topic about, what the question is about, and what the examiner is going to find in the essay. And I have also given some reasons like psychological benefits, which make it even more easier for the examiner to understand, since I have written the reason in just one word. That's how you should be writing your introduction to your writing task, to make it very, very simple and crystal clear. Your task response should be clear through your introduction. Thank you. I hope I was able to make you understand.